Hey, what's up, Dividend Nomads? How y'all doing? Welcome back to the channel. Something interesting to share with you today. I'm going to be changing up my strategy moving forward. And I made like a little chart, like a flow chart, to make this more visual, make it easier to see and understand instead of me just looking at my stupid face and telling this to you. So I'm going to record the screen on my computer today, and I'm going to share my chart with you, my little flow chart I made. And it's not a spreadsheet, it's like just like a little graphic I made to make things visually easier to comprehend, I guess. So I'm going to share that with you and talk about this new strategy. And I would love to hear what you guys think about this idea. Now, I say it's an idea, but I am going to do it. So basically, it's more like an experiment, but I'm still curious to hear your thoughts on this idea. And I'll share more with you about that while we're recording. Anyway, let me record the screen. New screen recording. Let's see, record the entire screen. All right. Bam. Okay, so here we are on my computer. Let me bring up my little chart here I made. So yeah, I like making this kind of stuff for some reason. But anyway, sorry, you can see my mouse here. It's hard to see. You can see it on the black side over there. But when I get over here on the white, it's a little hard to see. But I'll talk you through it. So right here in the middle, the big circle, you can see QQQY, investing strategy. And now in my portfolio, I do own some QQQY. Not a lot, but I want more. So here's what we're going to do. We all know week one, the first week of every month, Tesla pays a distribution. So I'm going to use my distribution from QQQY to buy Tesla. And then the money that I receive from Tesla distribution, I'm going to put that money, look, see my arrow, bam, back into QQQY. Okay, so you can see here beside these week 1, week 2, 3, and 4, I got little notes here on the side. So you can see here QQQY, look, we're going into NVIDIA. It says here, use QQQY distributions to buy NVIDIA shares and use NVIDIA distribution to buy QQQY. So same thing, we're going to buy this one. When we get paid from NVIDIA, bam, go right back into QQQY. All right, and then now, I do not own Tesla and I do not own NVIDIA right now in my portfolio. So I'm going to be looking to buy those ASAP. As far as Tesla goes, Tesla's ex-div date is actually today at the time of this recording. By the time you see this, it would have been yesterday. So probably today, or if you're watching this, you know, I probably bought Tesla already. I probably bought it. Also, in my Discord, I'm starting to put in there every time I place orders for stocks. So you can see when I place my order and see exactly what I bought and how much I spent on it. I'm going to put that in my Discord. So if you want to see that, then you can, the Discord is in the description below. You can go over there if you want to see that. I'm posting it in the portfolio section. There's a section that's called Post Your Portfolio. So every time I place orders, I'll put it in that Post Your Portfolio section. Okay. So that being said, for week 3, I do own Alti and I do own Coney. I own both of those in my portfolio, and I own, more than 1,000 shares. So what I'm going to do, you can see here, it says use 50% of QQQY distributions to buy Alti shares and use the Alti distribution to buy QQQY. So I'm going to put 50% of QQQY into here, and then Alti 100% is going back into QQQY. And then Coney, 50% distributions to buy, it says Alti. I meant to put Coney there. But I'm going to use 50% for Alti, 50% for Coney, because Coney and Alti both are paying week 3. So I'm going to split the money up evenly between them, since both of the share counts of both of those for me are very similar. So I'm going to be doing that there. And then 100% of Coney's distribution is going to go back into QQQY. Okay? The reason why I'm doing this is because QQQY is paying every single week now. We're going to get paid Friday from QQQY for the last month. And then after this Friday, it will pay every single Friday. Every single week, QQQY will pay us. So I'm going to be growing, using this QQQY weekly payments to grow my other weekly funds. And then every week when I get distribution from these other YoMax funds, it's going to be going back to QQQY. So that way, QQQY is getting bigger and bigger. My distribution from QQQY will be getting more and more. And that's going to allow me to buy more and more of the YoMax funds. So it's just going to be a vicious circle going around. So week 4, again, QQQY to buy Misty. Misty's going to buy QQQY. So we're going to go, week 1, going back in here. Week 2, bam, 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 bam. So we're just going to go all the way around the whole circle there. So that's going to be what I plan to do right now going forward, because the weekly money from QQQY, I think is going to be a great opportunity. QQQY has a massive distribution of like 100%. QQQY is based on the index. So if I grow QQQY super large, I don't care, because it's based on the NASDAQ index. It's a whole index. I'm not putting a lot of risk into like one particular stock ticker symbol, right? So I don't mind if QQQY grows massive. That's why I can just buy every single week with large amounts of money. It's like, I'm going to get more than $1,000 from Alti, more than $1,000 from Coney, right? Like that, right off the bat. So bam, it's a couple $1,000s right there. Misty, probably $400 or $500 a month. So this already, $2,500 going into QQQY. So it's going to grow really fast. So if I can do that, we only need about $10,000 into QQQY to get at least $1,000 a month. So if I do that, my portfolio is going to grow very fast. And it's only going to take a few months to get $10,000 into QQQY. If Alti and Coney are paying more than $1,000 a month already, this is going to grow really fast. And it should speed things up instead of getting paid, waiting a long time, waiting a whole month to get money. I'm going to get it every single week, and everything's going to be growing. Every week the portfolio is going to be growing and growing and growing. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I would love to know what you think about that. Sorry, I'm a little bit sick still. Anyway, when it comes to this idea, a lot of people are like, oh, the NAV goes down and blah, blah, blah. Look, I don't care about that. For one, QQQY is basically the entire market. It's going to follow what the market does. Yes, the NAV goes down because of the massive distribution. But with the weekly payments, and I'm putting money into it every single week from all of my YieldMax funds, it should make it stabilize quite a bit. And I'm going to be kind of fluctuating very close to my average cost. I should. I'm just guessing. But this is what should be happening because I'm buying it every single week. Now, the other YieldMax funds, they're also going to be growing, slowly. They're going to be growing a little bit every single month, not every week. So like week 1 will be Tesla, and then the next month, week 1 will be Tesla, so on and so forth. So every single month, the YieldMax funds will be growing, but every week, QQQY will be growing. And the reason why I don't mind QQQY being such a large part of the portfolio, because it's based on the index. It is an index. It's not a single stock. It doesn't have a single stock risk. So if it gets super massive, I don't even care. It's good. It's the NASDAQ, right? The NASDAQ's not going anywhere, right? So and the reason why I chose these funds here, Tesla, it's got like $1 billion worth of assets under management. Tesla's not going anywhere. And I don't think Tesla's going to go anywhere as a car company. So I think Tesla is safe to say it's going to be around for a long time. So I don't mind putting my money there. The distribution is nice. I like the company. So there you go. Week 2, NVIDIA. We all know semiconductors, chips, they're not going anywhere anytime soon. That business is basically, or that industry is just now getting lively, to be honest with you. So NVIDIA's not going to go anywhere. I'm fine with that. Alti. I own Alti. I love Alti. Also, Alti is diversified. It's got a lot of different stocks inside. Plus, the new prospectus changes might give it a chance to possibly grow even. So if that happens, that'd be wonderful. So I'm perfectly fine with owning Alti, even owning a lot of it, because it is diversified. Coney and Misty, both of them are the Bitcoin plays, and I like having Bitcoin exposure. But to be honest with you, I think I have too much money in it compared to the other things. I would rather have more money into QQQY and Alti than any of the other funds here, actually, to be honest with you. Not saying Tesla or NVIDIA or Misty or Coney are bad, but they do have this single stock risk, right? If something happens to Tesla, then you're at massive risk there. Or Coney or Misty, something happens to Bitcoin, you're at massive risk there. But QQQY, like I said, it's the entire index, the entire tech stock market index. Tech stocks ain't going nowhere. QQQ is not going anywhere, right? So if my QQQY just grows to a massive position, I'm perfectly fine with that, because it's got 100% distribution yield, and it's the entire index. So this is why I don't mind putting so much money into this every single week. And you only need $10,000 worth of QQQY to get $1,000 per month. And I've got over 1,000 shares of OLT, 1,000 of Coney. That's already more than $2,000 a month. Probably like $400 or $500 a month for Misty already right now. So if I'm growing this by $2,500 a month, it's only going to take 4 months to get to $10,000, which is going to be $1,000 extra dollars a month in my portfolio, just like that. And it's every week. So that's my plan for this going forward, is in terms of what I want to do with my portfolio. I'm not looking to add anything else, just Tesla and NVIDIA. I'm not going to be looking to add any other stock ticker symbols, nothing like that. And the reason why is I don't want to over diversify, especially with not a large amount of money. I've always been told, if you read books about like Ben Graham or Warren Buffett and all this stuff, right? One of the problems people have is over diversifying or stock picking, especially if you have a little amount of money. Like if you have, let's say $100,000 or less, you don't want to buy 40 or 50 different names. You're spreading yourself too thin, and you're also buying so many single stocks that you're at so much risk of headline risk or something, right? A bad news comes out about Bitcoin, Coney and Missy are going to crash. They're going to do poor. Or something bad comes out about Tesla. Tesla's going to do poor. Where if you just have like 5 or 6, 7 names at tops, then especially if you have names that are like index names or whole index like QQQY, or you have something like in the Magnificent Seven, then you're going to be at less risk as opposed to buying so many of these other different things. So that's why I don't mind only having 6 names in my portfolio, and the majority of it, if it goes to QQQY or OLT, I'm perfectly fine with that because they're diversified baskets of stocks. It's not just single stock names that I'm risking. So let me know what you think about that strategy below. Let me know your ideas. I'm curious to know what you think about it. But at the same time, I'm going to do it anyway, so because it's just me. But when it comes to this, I just want to say this really quick. So a lot of people are always going on about the NAV erosion, this and that, right? I just want to make it perfectly clear. If you want to live off of these, you can. But there is, in my opinion or my idea, there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. And I think some people have these weird like pipe dreams or ideas about, like for example, say they're making $5,000 a month at their job and they think, if I can just grow these to $5,000 a month, I can quit my job. No, that's not how it works. Because if you're only getting $5,000 a month here and you pull the entire $5,000, your capital is going to slowly dwindle away and you're going to have to go back to work. The trick is living off of a certain amount and putting money back into these, reinvesting them so they can continue growing or at least stay somewhat stable. So from the research that I have done and seen and experimented with, the sweet spot seems to be around 15 to 20% of money you can pull. So, for example, say you're making $5,000 per month in dividends. If you can live on $1,000 a month, right? You could pull $1,000 a month and put $4,000 back into the portfolio, and your portfolio will grow. Your capital's not gonna dwindle away, and you can live off that $1,000. So whatever amount of money you need to live off of, basically, you need to be reinvesting, 80 to 85% back into the portfolio and living off of 15 or 20%. If you can do that, then yes, you can probably live off of these without your money going away and without having to worry too much about, having to go back to work or whatever it is, you might be worried about. But if you're trying to live off like 40% or 50% or 100%, I wouldn't suggest doing that, because your money will eventually, go away. So that's just my idea, my thoughts on it. But let me know what you think about that in the comments below. I'm curious to hear what you got to say. Now, one more thing I'll show you really quick, just for fun. Let me go to Defiance ETFs. Let's go here. I want to show you this really quick. Income, bam. Let's go to QQQY here, bam. I just want to confirm this for you and show you. So Oh, look, it's lower than 100% for some reason. It was 100%. Anyway, if you look here, QQY, this is defianceetfs.com. I'm not going to read to you off this website. If you want to learn about this, you go here and read all the information about it and see exactly what they do and how they do it, all of that. Look, distribution frequency, weekly, every single week. And if you go down here to the bottom, look, total return. People say it goes down. Look, total return, 9% year to date. Look, 1 year total return, 19%. So if you bought this at inception, even though the NAV is declining, everybody says the NAV declines, you still made 19% gain. The stock market averages 10 to 12% per year. So you made 19%. So basically double what the stock market does. So NAV decline my ass. Since inception, the 17% gain, 17% total return. Again, where's the NAV decline? If it's getting 17% return. So you guys who say that stuff, yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. If you look down here, distributions, okay? I want to show you this really quick. See, this is blah, blah, blah. Let's go down here to the bottom. Here we are, the newest ones. See right here, 9:30, pin 1. 10/3 is going to be the pay date. Yeah, the pay date is going to be on 10/3. Then after that, look, 10/11, 10/18, 10/25, 11/1. So it's paying every single week. Okay? Every single week, this is going to pay us money. And then just to confirm what I was telling y'all earlier, YoMax ETFs. Come on, man. Okay, here we are on the YoMax site. Let's go here. I want to show you something else really quick. Distribution schedule. Okay, look. I don't want to see that. Let's look here. Look, Group A. 10/4 is the payment date. This one, 10/11, 10/18, 10/25, 11/1. So they're the same dates as these QQQY distributions. So I'm going to be taking this money, QQQY money, into YoMax, YoMax money, QQQY, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's basically what we're doing, growing everything at the same time. So I just thought I would share that with you, and curious to know what you think. So don't forget, also, man, I lost my train of thought. Right now, every time that I'm buying something, I'm going to be posting that in my Discord. In the Discord, there's a section called Post Your Portfolio. So every day, well, I don't buy stuff every day, but almost every day. But every time I buy something, I'm going to start putting that in the Post Your Portfolio section in the Discord. I'm going to put down the price I paid for it, and you'll see what time I paid for it, how much I bought. You'll see the whole everything, my whole order. You will see that in the Discord. So if you're just curious, I'm going to follow along or want to know when I buy something, you can look at that in the Post Your Portfolio section of the Discord. Link to the Discord is below. And last but not least, if somebody there tries to add you and tell you to sign up for this website or ask you for some money or something like that, it's not me. I'm not asking nobody for nothing like that. So just block those people if they do that. And if I catch them, I'll ban them. But, you know, if somebody does that, just ignore them, block them. Don't chat to them. Don't entertain them. They're just some loser scammer who got nothing better to do. So anyway, take care. See y'all on the next video.